Guys, we got just a minute before we do our 10:30, so I'm gonna have Tatum feed Dash here, and you can see Flash up above her. And I'm gonna work on going and trimming my eyebrows because they look like they might be antennas right now. But I'll be back in just a minute. Tatum might sing you a song, we're not sure.
Won't be any singing this morning.
Come on, give me some kumbaya. Kumbaya, my God.
So we're feeding baby Dash here. And he's eating rice with some sweet potato and some softened dog food. And he's also eating some zucchini, squash, and sweet potato in chunks so that he can learn to eat the fresh vegetables. As you can see, he is tiny. He's about 6 months old. And then we got Flash up there who's 6 years old. Dash here still has what we call baby hair. So it's super, super soft. And very, very brown. He'll lose that color as he gets older. And if you guys are just now watching, we are in Benton, Tennessee, located between Knoxville and Chattanooga. You can come out and see us. We have all kinds of different experiences that you can book. We also have lodging that you can stay at here on the farm. Hey, Flash. Hey, buddy. You smell the food? Yeah, yours is coming. So Flash has an encounter coming up soon. So I thought I'd go ahead and knock it out and get Dash out of the way here. And Flash is licking his lips. We have all kinds of different animals that you can feed. We have sloths, we have kangaroos, we have baby highlands. You can come out and do a farm tour with us. You can get to see everything we have on our 30-acre farm. Hey, buddy.
Move this a little bit closer so y'all can see how many eyelashes Tatum has.
It's a hat day today, guys. You won't be seeing a whole lot.
Lashes, okay. So this is this stuff.
Yeah.
It feels like perfect in here to me, but I don't know if that's because I finally took off my 13 jackets.
It's comfortable to me.
Okay, yeah.
I've got 20 layers on.
I forgot that I had that in-between shirt on. I might actually just put the hoodie on.
As you can see Flash stretching out there. Look how long he is. Hi, buddy. Yours is coming, I promise. He's going to reach for me here. So he has an encounter coming up in just a minute. He's being impatient. Yeah, you're hungry, aren't you, kid? Yeah. Look at you all stretched out. You're about 3 foot long, 4 foot with your arms down. Look at you. You got crazy hair today, Flash. Yeah, you've got crazy hair today, buddy. Hi. So you guys can come out and feed Flash here. Flash is not one that we hold. We can hold Zoe and we can hold Dash here. Flash came to us when he was 3. So he's not used to being held. But you can pet him, feed him, interact. Look how long he is stretched out.
I know. That's where Zoe has to catch up.
Yeah, yeah.
Like,
Zoe's got the weight.
Get some of that junk.
You're looking good, buddy. Look at you.
Guys, if you want to come do this, you can come visit. We're at a Coe Riverside Farm. We're in Benton, Tennessee.
Yeah, this ain't yours, baby.
Halfway between Chattanooga and Knoxville. Good morning in Hungary. How are you doing? Good morning, sis. We're going to get started here in about 5-10 minutes. Really appreciate all the moderation that you do.
Hi, buddy. Hi, I got a little piece. You want a piece? Yeah. Yeah, you've got some friends coming to feed you today, buddy. Yes, you do. You got some friends coming. Yeah, be just a second, okay? I know. So Flash does not know the difference between my finger and a carrot. So that's why I don't let him pull my hand towards his mouth. Yeah, your friends are here, buddy. Yeah, no. It's not food, baby. We also offer Sloth Keeper for the day, where you get to come and feed and tend to all 3 sloths we have. You have Flash, we have Little Dash here, and then of course Zoe. Hey, baby. Hi, little guy. I have a little bit more Yum Yums. Would you like it? Yeah, would you like some more Yum Yums? Here, Don. Hi, baby.
And here's a hand sanitizer if anybody wants to do that.
Hi, baby.
So, sure.
I'll go figure this out.
I was like, so, but I said, yeah, she can't get close to the slothy poo. All right, guys, we're gonna get started here in 1 second, and we're gonna feed old Flash. Just need a Camelback full of that good.
Do you drink water?
So,
Do you get your water intake?
no.
Shame Shame on you, Kevin.
I don't know. Do you want to put him up before I bring her in?
Yeah.
Because if not, it might be like.
Hey, baby. Yeah, let's go figure this out.
You want to ask him?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey guys, how are you? Good, how are you? I'm in the car. Hi, sweetie. Hello. So, who's on the encounter? Us two. Is she going to be okay being pretty calm? Yeah. Oh, yeah. She's the most well-behaved child I will ever encounter. So, we'll go look at them, but there's somebody who come in here. Okay?
Alright, here we go, guys. Come on in. What is that? So this is Flash. He's a two-fingered sloth. We're gonna go over like a couple ground rules. So
Okay.
we're actually gonna feed him, right?
Okay.
And so when we feed him, he has horrible eyesight. So he doesn't know the difference between your finger and food. And that was the reason I was like, hey, you know, it's
And
like,
very sharp teeth.
yeah, very sharp teeth. So when you feed him, it's gonna look like this. And right now he's kind of just chilling up there. Hey, Flash. Hey, bud. Once he starts eating, he's like, where's all my food? So there's two types of sloths. There's two-fingered sloths and there's three-fingered. Flash is a two-fingered. And he's like, are we gonna wake up? Here you go, bud. He takes a minute sometimes because he's like, I've been chilling up here. So Flash is 6 years old, right? The other sloths that we have here are Zoe, which is 14 months old.
Aww.
And then we also have Dash, which is 6 months old. So in the wild, sloths only live 20 to 30 years, right? But in captivity, the two longest ones are 52 and 54 years old.
Wow.
Pretty crazy, huh? Let's see. He loves egg. We're going to tease him with some egg. Once he starts. All right, Flash. We're going to the egg. He had to get a little bit of medicine this morning, so he's like, are you trying to trick me? It's just the egg, buddy. But you can come, if you want to come pet him, you can. You just run your hands like this. So how he likes to be petted is long and slow. There we go. So I put that in his mouth versus letting you guys because it's so small.
Yeah.
And I don't want you guys being like, oh no, I'm holding all that. Like having to worry about it. So another really cool thing about the sloths is they only use the bathroom every 7 to 10 days, which is crazy, right? So when they use the bathroom, they lose 30% of their body weight. So imagine if you weighed 600 pounds, losing 60. Pretty crazy. So every day he's eating about 10% of his body weight. So if you want, you can actually grab a green bean, and after he finishes that one, you can go ahead and feed him like that too. And sir, if you want, you're more than welcome to stand right here so she can get a closer view. You can stand right there if you want. He's not gonna, only thing he wants is food. There you go. That way everybody can see better. And you're welcome to feed too if you want.
This is really for her.
we have what's called sloth enablers.
So much.
It's pretty common. Yeah.
Everything we have in our house is sloth, and she has one tattooed on her.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
cool. Yeah. We just added a bunch of sloth merch to our store, and then we have the new Scottish Highland cows.
Yeah.
So we have like little cute faces of like Dolly and Annie on a bunch of stuff.
Good job, Mommy.
Thank you.
Very good. That's very nice.
That's so cool.
So these sloths actually have 46 ribs, 2 sets of 23. Okay, and part of the reason that's really, really important is they fall out of the tree basically once a week in the wild. But the reason they don't get injured, and here you go, you can feed them that one, grab one.
Oh, yay.
So the reason they don't get injured is their internal organs are actually attached to their ribs with like a connective tissue. So you know, like if we get in a car wreck, it's always that secondary impact that really kind of hurts humans. So he doesn't get that because everything's attached to him.
You want to feed the sloth?
Yeah, I'll give him one.
There you go. So we're feeding them green beans, zucchini, and you can go ahead and have one ready, squash, and sweet potato. I'll flip this around, and then later on we'll cut these up and make a little video for y'all. And I always thought that he eats a lot quicker than most people think, you know?
Yeah.
Like people are like, oh, he's so slow, and I'm like, nah, he's pretty quick, really.
He's kind of fast with it.
And then when he's ready to go to bed, there's no hesitation. So his main room is right here behind us. And so that's a 2-story enclosure that goes all the way up. So if you're staying upstairs in the camel condo, you get the sloth for a roommate because there's just a window. And so you see the sloth all the time.
I tried to book all that. It was full, I guess.
Yeah, you have to, you got to book it like.
Way in advance. Well,
pretty much.
I just found out about this place, so. And what's crazy is like my mom and grandpa live like 5 minutes from here.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, and I had no clue.
Yeah. So is your family from this area?
Yeah,
Oh, that's
Not
cool.
mine.
mine is.
My girlfriend, you know, we live down there in Crandall, so her parents and grandparents have owned that general store since like the 70s.
Oh, wow.
So we live right there on that road.
Well, this is neat though. Like, who owns this?
John and Donna Warner, they live up at the
Yeah,
main
the
house.
main house.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so they bought this as a retirement, and it didn't have any of the animals or anything on it.
Wow.
And then, you know, like COVID and some other stuff happened with different people's businesses, and they're like, well, we'll rent out a cabin. And they're like, well, we'll get a llama. Well. And now we have over 125 animals.
That's amazing.
So, and we actually have the same license that you would find at a zoo, a USDA exhibitor license. So we're licensed just like a zoo.
That's so cool.
Nice.
So a zoo and
It's expensive, I guarantee it.
How crazy, like, oh, I'm going to retire and then all these animals.
well, Donna really, really likes animals. So as John says, what mama wants, mama gets.
Yeah.
I
So.
love that.
And you and your girlfriend work out here? Or
My
just
girlfriend's
you?
a therapist actually,
Oh, nice.
and we've debated kind of doing therapy with animals because like when you
You
hold
want it?
Oh, yeah.
You
animals,
don't want
like
that?
just get really chill, and I think it helps a lot of people. And she's actually taken, I have like a really well-behaved lab. Yeah, exactly right. Sometimes he is not feeling a certain one, and green beans are his favorite.
Is that so cool? You're crunching?
So in the wild, he would actually be covered with sloth moths and bugs and algae. So when they come down to use the bathroom, they come down in the same spot, in the same tree, and they use the bathroom. When they come down, they basically do like a little potty dance. So a two-toed doesn't have a tail, but a three-toed does. And so the reason they're doing that potty dance is the sloth moth actually comes up onto their fur and lives on them. So when they're grooming themselves, the bacteria that they get off of their fur from all that different stuff is how they process their food. So they process their food with the bacterial, we process our food with the enzymatic process. So that's why a lot of people are like, oh, if you get bit or whatever, you'd have to have a shot. Well, if any animal bites you,
Yeah.
you would have to have a shot, but you shouldn't be that close to a wild sloth out in the wild trying to pick it up anyway.
Yeah.
I don't know, I
sure.
might.
Well, Costa Rica gets pretty mad about it because so what happened is you have cruise ships that show up with thousands of people, right? So if you can charge each one of those people $50 to hold a tourist or hold a sloth for 5 minutes, somebody wants to make some money for their family. So they go grab a sloth and set up roadside stands. Hurts the sloths.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, that sucks.
I've held a sloth before in
Honduras.
Florida
Oh, yeah.
at it was just called the Florida Zoo.
Oh yeah.
But like I had to wear like a thing over my clothes to
Mhm.
hold her and stuff, which they said that females like secrete stuff
Yeah.
out, and that's why they did that. But also to kind of protect them from me touching her and stuff. But you get to hold her for like 2 minutes. That's
Right.
it.
And a lot of times it's like a assembly line. You know, it's like next person.
And it was it by appointment only, and they said they only did 4 appointments.
Well, that's
a
good.
day.
No, that's good. That's what you want. Because
Yeah.
we don't do a lot either. Flash has this. I don't even know if he has another one. And then he's done for the day.
You want more?
That's good.
Sorry, bud.
Oh, yeah. He will eat pretty much all of this.
Nice.
Look, you're tattooed on your arm.
He actually is, because it is a teacup.
Everything we have in our house has a sloth on it.
And so we're making coloring books and stuff to put at the pediatric place. But like every cartoon I try to get drawn, they draw 3 toes on them. And I'm like, no, ours are 2 toes.
Yeah, did you?
So I had to like make cartoons and stuff for them to do. Here you go.
I want to try something different. Maybe.
And he really thinks about it. He's like, well.
What?
So it actually causes them less energy to hold on than it does us. So like, you know, this
That's wild.
is a lot. For him, that's almost his relaxed state.
Yeah,
So
that's
for
wild.
some reason he died in the tree or something like that. If he's locked in, he pretty much would have to get knocked out of the tree to fall.
That's crazy.
And his biggest predators out in the wild are harpy eagles, big cats, and then humans taking down forest. And then also like when they try to cross either roads or power lines, like they obviously don't know, and they're fine if they're just on one power line, but as soon as they hit 2, no more sloth.
Yeah.
I went to Costa Rica for like a missions trip when I was 13, and they took us like down this riverboat tour, and when you look in the trees, they were all above you.
yeah.
It was so cool. I'm sorry, I'm waving it all in your
It's
face.
really cool.
It was a really cool experience. You want it?
I hung out in Alba for a while when I was in Costa Rica. Did a lot of kayaking.
He does not want that one for
It's
some
like a
reason.
stare off.
What about this one?
And if you guys want to get any pictures together, I can take them,
Okay.
or
Yeah.
however you guys want to do it.
Yeah? Okay.
And what you can actually do is the next piece of food or green bean that you feed them, kind of let them like start coming down, and then they'll be hanging down, and it'll be a really good picture.
Yeah.
You are very well behaved. I have an 8-year-old. She needs to come hang out with you.
It's the fear.
Well,
It's that daddy fear.
I'm a pushover. That's my problem.
Me too. But it's nice. Like I tell him, because he works out of town. I'm like, she's a different kid when you're not home, or when you're not home. Kind of drives me crazy. Makes me appreciate even more when he is home.
Bring it down so.
Bring it down?
Yeah, just hold it like right below. Once he finishes chopping, you can kind of let it sit low, and he'll stretch way out.
You want it?
Here we go. I'll tease him with this. Not tease him, but come on, buddy. Let's come down. Look at this. I know you smell it.
So is that all I'm gonna get from you?
But you can get really close to him. Like if you want to get your face within 2 inches, he's not gonna swipe at you. He wants the food. Like I stand right beside him all the time.
What are you looking at, John?
Hi. Want this?
He's a picky eater this morning.
What? Is it right there? Okay.
And here's some more. We like it when people from fairly close come, because before I started doing their social media and stuff, nobody local. We'd have people from different countries and stuff, and I was like,
That's
we're gonna get all the
cool.
locals here.
I think it's amazing.
How did you even find it?
Was it TikTok?
No, I don't watch TikTok, but let's see, where did I find it?
Because we do, like, we're live right now, and like yesterday when I did it, we had like 60,000 people that watch.
I need
That's
to
so
figure
cool.
it out actually. I don't remember. I saw it on something, Facebook or something, on a group,
Oh, okay, yeah.
and I was like, and then I started researching it because we want to do something for her birthday. I was trying to get one of the stays, but everything's booked up. So
Yeah.
I was like, oh. Then I started looking. And I was like, oh, that's cool. They got like a VIP slots
That's
and
not
counter.
bad at
That'd
all.
be.
Try it, cute.
It's. I was like, I don't give a shit what it cost. Like we're doing it.
The cool thing we do for kiddos is there's a unicorn birthday party. So we take one of the white ponies and then they dye it and dye the mane and then put like a big horn on it.
Oh wow.
That's cute.
Yeah, we need to do that.
And our big project that we're trying to do is we're trying to get like a big greenhouse and then it'll have lodging kind of like on all four corners and then that way the sloths can crawl in the greenhouse and then you could have lodging and like look open and see.
Yeah.
I think it's gonna be really cool.
Y'all do it. I mean, this is a beautiful spot. Now I
Honestly,
realize.
this would be my dream job right here, hanging out with them all day.
It's fun. I have to make a lot of videos, but it's fun. But making the t-shirts and stuff is fun, like all the little cute animals.
He likes carrots.
Try to bring him down. Was it?
How long ago did you get your sloth done?
In 2019, I
Oh,
think.
okay, you did it for a while. That's cool.
I
Wow.
like carrots too.
You like
Get
carrots?
closer. To the right now.
To the right?
This
That's
one.
my left.
Yeah.
Hey, bud. Want it?
There's some kind of like, I forget what disease it is, but the sloth is the mascot. And every time we're live, people are like, oh, I have this. And I'm like, what is that? I always forget to look it up. But there's like, I think it's like a digestive thing or something. And
That
so,
would make sense since
yeah.
I have such a soft digestion.
Right.
You want it? He doesn't want it anymore, huh?
So they eat 10% of their body weight every day. So he weighs like 15 pounds. So he'll eat like a pound of food every day.
That's
So
wild.
a pound doesn't seem like a lot,
It kind of is.
but
For
it's
him.
Especially
all
with stuff like this.
exactly.
Are you done?
Like that's it. He might come back down in a second.
That is wild.
Daddy, Daddy wants some more, Mommy.
He may be full. Maybe his belly's full.
He'll chill out for a second, and then he might be like, "Hey, I can have another one." So another really cool thing is if you ever wanted to see how they look, if you took both your hands and kind of put them over your eyes like a telescope, that's how they see. And they have horrible vision.
Some more animals, Mommy.
Okay. I'm sure we can look at other.
But they have great hearing, and their ears are really the same size, you know, in ratio as to ours, but they're just hidden under his hair. So like a lot of times if you scuff a chair or slam a door, he startles because he can't see. So to him it's like, oh no, what's going on? And their sense of smell is really good. And then they kind of have like a sense of memory, like when they're going around branches. And he went into Zoe's room once and he'd never been in there. And then there's limbs painted on the ceiling just like this. And so he was reaching out towards the limbs trying to grab it because like he has zero depth perception. He's like trying to get this limb. I'm like, it's on the wall, bro. Like you can't get it.
Mommy.
What?
Can I go see some animals for you?
Yes. Is that so cool?
So let's say when he's using the bathroom and he's here and he doesn't have the sloth moth in him, if for some reason like he has really runny poop, it's because he has too much sugar in his diet because that sucrose fuels the bacterial growth, and so then we would limit the amount of fruit. If for some reason it was just like super clumpy, like basically constipated, then we would increase the fruit to increase that sugar so then that way he would process it better. And then if his schedule ever really gets really messed up, we give him basically a probiotic to kind of start that. Same way like how we take it, you know, you can get it from GNC or whatever to start that gut growth again. They're pretty cool, but they, a lot of people are like, oh, I'm just gonna go get it for a pet. And we're like, that's a horrible idea. Because so what happens is there are people that will smuggle them in, you know, and they're
It's
like,
not illegal in Florida to own a sloth.
right, and it's not even here in Tennessee, but it's like 75 to 80 degrees, 50% humidity, feed them all this stuff. It's like, that's a lot more than
Yeah,
like
than
you
people
think.
think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you want to properly care for it.
Right, and you're feeding them, and then if anything does go wrong, most vets are going to be like, I don't know what you're talking about.
Mhm.
So Flash came to us from a different zoo in Ohio, and he was always behind something, so that's the reason he doesn't get held. Our other two sloths came to us from a veterinarian and a sloth expert in Florida who's been doing it for 30 years. And so those are fine to hold because they've been held since birth. But we don't try to hold Flash because he doesn't want to do it. He's never tried to get on me or John or anybody else. And what some people do, which we would never do, but they force sloths to be held, but they remove their teeth. That's like,
Oh, that ain't good.
yeah.
Why would you do that?
Yeah,
That's
so we're like,
horrible.
no, he just
No.
doesn't want to be held. That's like his deal. We're not.
Yeah,
It's
that's
okay.
fine.
He's just not a touchy
Yeah.
guy. We understand.
Oh, he might go for another one.
You want more food now?
Let's see if he goes for a green bean or.
It's a little one. Oh, this?
See, he kind of thinks about it.
Let's try another carrot.
Those there are sweet potatoes chopped up
Oh, sweet potato.
really thin.
Even better.
We don't want them seeing so he can escape. No, I'm just kidding.
I like carrots.
Carrots are good for you.
It's sweet potato. We like sweet potatoes too, huh? Are you gonna actually eat it?
I think I was like 25 when I first realized that sweet potatoes were naturally sweet. Because like growing up
You
out in
always
the
put
country,
sugar and
and
butter and
the marshmallows on them, I was like, oh, these are sweet without stuff.
it's still better with that.
It is,
stuff,
but I had no clue.
Just takes the healthiness away from them.
Yeah. There you go. So what are you guys doing, Dalton?
I travel for work.
Oh, that's cool.
I help run our business
Oh, that's cool.
and I'm a stay-at-home mom, which is nice.
What kind of business?
I own an armed security business,
Oh, okay.
Executive protection, so I do bodyguard work for celebrities. And
Gotcha.
I was just in Jamaica doing work for a TV show they're making,
Yeah.
and from here, from Jersey. And so I travel all the time.
Yeah.
Always flying somewhere crazy in the world.
You done again?
Get those miles though.
Yeah. But yeah, just doing security for people.
Here, Flash, let's see if we can get this egg going. Hey, bud. Let's see if we can break it in half. So we're trying to give him this egg because it's a little bit of protein.
I know, I was kind of shocked to see an egg in there. I just thought all they ate was fruits and vegetables.
And eggs.
Yeah. If he was hanging down, I would let you go ahead and feed it. I just don't want you to accidentally slide a thumb into the old mouth there.
Good.
She would love that. She would have a story. Look, this sloth bit my thumb.
He chews like you.
And you guys have the next encounter too, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, what's the next encounter?
Oh, I think it's to sweep and mop.
That's
Yeah.
okay. As long as I get to get there with them, I don't care.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah, because I did the VIP thing.
Okay. We'll make it a surprise, but we'll go ahead and start using it into that.
Oh gosh, okay.
You brought your mop, right?
Sure. Is that so cool, Opal?
Let me grab a different chair to bring out here.
You want to go see more animals? Oh, he wants more food.
I did tell for the next encounter.
Sure. Hey, go this.
I use the eggs, Mommy.
I think he's out of eggs.
Yeah.
No, okay. He said no, thank you. Try.
What we're gonna do is we'll put this right here, and that'll be for you. And the reason we're gonna do that is I'm gonna give you something to hold. I'm making sure your earrings are okay. They're pretty small.
I can take them off.
No, not well. Yeah, I'd probably go ahead and take them off. I mean, because it's a really big snake.
Okay. I don't believe you. He knows better.
All right, you can go ahead and sit down.
Okay.
Let's see here.
Mommy gets to sit down.
She gets to sit down finally, right? All right. Let me sneak in here and grab something. I'll be right out. Don't steal the sloth.
I'm on camera, so I can't, but. How cool.
Look, she's hanging like a rock.
Yeah. get the hold?
Whatever you want to get.
You do know.
I don't know what it's gonna do.
That's my next one.
That's a better
Oh,
song.
this is baby Zoe.
Oh,
Well, I
my
still call her baby Zoe, even though she's bigger. So her birthday was December 16th, and she
Aw.
turned 1 year old. So when I go to hand her to you, she's gonna kind of just reach around your neck, and you have a sweatshirt on, which is perfect. She does have little claws, but like, you see how I'm holding her with my arm right here?
Yeah, like a baby.
Just like a baby. And then sitting down, she'll probably just go ahead and rest on your lap.
Okay.
Occasionally, like, she'll try to like find something to kind of chew on. Like if you're petting her and you leave your hand up here, if you feel like chewing on it, just rotate your hand away like a little puppy, because that's what she's kind of in that stage right now. And when you pet her, you'll do long, slow pets. Don't like scrunch her like a cat, because they just don't like it. They'll be like, stop.
Yeah.
So just like this. A lot of times I tell people to kind of say her name, and it helps you slow down. So I kind of say, Zoe. Zoe. Can you say Zoe?
Can you say Zoe?
Say
Yes, you
Zoe.
can. She's like, I don't talk to strangers.
Man, you're ruining my crowd work. You're not helping here. Alright, so I'm going to place her too, and then she's going to kind of spin around
Okay.
and put her arms around your neck. Alright, Zozo.
Mommy,
Very good.
Hi. What, baby?
I'm gonna get down.
You want to get down? Okay.
So Zoe is also a two-toed or two-fingered sloth, but she weighs almost as much as Flash already.
Oh, wow. Girl.
So she has been enjoying her breakfast and all of her meals. She feels really soft, doesn't she? A lot of times people are like, do they stink or are they scratchy? And I'm like, no.
Hi, friend.
And I'll get her out a little spinach leaf, because occasionally she'll take a little snack. These look horrible. So she eats the same thing basically as Flash, just a little bit more protein. But sometimes when she wakes up from her naps, she's got the munchies.
Oh, that's scary.
Yeah, sometimes a little noise, she might move around a little bit. Sorry, Zoe.
Happy birthday.
Thanks.
And you can feed her when get ready for the picture. You ready?
Yep.
Okay, go ahead and feed her that. There you go.
Want it?
Oh, she said no, but you got it ready in case she does.
She just wants to snuggle. I understand. I'll just sit here all day.
Yeah, that's pretty common. We usually don't do as much talking with this because most people don't really hear what you say anyway,
Yeah.
because they want to hang out with the sloth. Flash is kind of looking at you. You might be able to get both of them together.
Just in a room full of sloths.
So the new thing that we just opened is Sloth Keeper for the day. So you spend 3 hours with all 3 sloths, but we only do it Monday through Thursday. And it's the same price whether you bring 1 or 2 people. So if just you want to do it, it's the price that it is. But if you bring another person, it's the same price, but the second person has to be 14 or older because you're for 3 hours. Like, I couldn't sit for 3 hours.
Yeah, I could. You see the sloth? Come here. You see her? She's a baby. That's so cool. Oh, she's looking at you.
Just give her a little bit of space. Don't want her to get, that's probably good right there.
Yeah, don't get any closer, okay?
Because she's still an animal. I think she's jealous of your bow.
Back up just a little, okay? You're okay. Here, do you want this?
So do you feel the little bit of pressure on your back from her claws?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. If you're like standing up, it's more and more. And so the reason we had to adjust the age is because she's so big now. If you put her around like an 8 or 9-year-old and they're wearing t-shirts,
It hurt.
it's hurting them. So I'm like, you gotta.
Okay.
Sit on my back.
Sit in that chair right there for me, okay? Right up under Flash up there. No.
So another cool thing about sloths is whether it gets really, really hot or really, really cold, they will slow their metabolism down. So it's not hibernation and it's not torpor either, but they'll slow their calorie intake down to where they only consume like 300 calories in a day.
So this has like its own temperature thing?
Oh,
Like
yeah.
It's just this room is drained by its own?
Yeah. For basically these 3 rooms here, always have to be between 75 to 80. So sometimes I'm like, I think I'm gonna melt.
Yeah, but I'm sure during the summer and stuff.
Oh, but,
Or even like if you come in from outside and you got like 13 jackets on, you know, because it's 0,
Yeah.
then you walk in here and you're like, I'm
Oh,
gonna
yeah.
die.
I'm sure. I'll feel her little ear. Her friends now. This. Oh, sorry, here. There you go.
And sometimes she just has like a crazy appetite. Like this morning, I feel like she ate more than Flash. So you see how she's kind of pear-shaped right now?
Mm-hmm.
So she's got about 1 or 2 more days, and then she'll use the bathroom and slim way up, and then kind of balloons because it's everything goes those 2 weeks. So they hold it all in, and then it all comes out.
that's crazy.
Yeah. So they're actually really good swimmers too. There have been reports of them holding their breath up to 40 minutes, which is like as long as a dolphin, right? It's pretty crazy. I was like, is that me? No.
That's me. Sorry.
She's getting a lot better. When she first started being held, like anything, she'd be like, what's going on? But now
She just tightened up. She really didn't even jump. She just tightened her little
mm-hmm.
toes over here. Okay.
So she sleeps in her hammock. She has a little hammock kind of here in the corner, and that's where she hangs out most of the time.
I'm jealous. I hang out in the hammock all day.
I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys something else since we're all sitting here. That you guys have something exciting to come back for. Don't freak out too much.
There's something in there.
Mm-hmm.
Like a light.
I think so. Last time I checked.
He hopes.
Yeah, I was like, if not, I'm going home with y'all. Cause bad.
Her little cowlick right here. No, that's not what it is, but it's what it looks like.
Oh, wow.
You can't see that with this one.
So this is the littlest guy. This is Dash.
Oh my god.
He's like your size.
That's a,
I'll let you see him. See, I am a pushover.
he's a baby. Oh my
I mean, I think he kind of looks like a long-legged Labrador, but he is still cute.
That's crazy.
She was yawning. Yeah, he's
So she was about that color when she was this small, but they just start to lighten up. Like you can see how light he is.
Mhm.
Flash is like, what do I smell?
Are they like nice to each other?
So she is kind of bossy. Like if I'm holding him, she'll come over and be like, move. Like she wants him out of the way. He doesn't know. He's kind of like, what's going on? Is there food? Can I go back to sleep? But
That's crazy.
I just wanted you guys to
Oh, he was just sitting so perfect in that little basket the whole time.
like just sleep. Don't you, Dash? Want to give him
And
a
how long
quick pet?
have y'all had him?
He's been here for 3 months. And he was probably half this size when he came.
Oh.
You want to give him a little quick pet? Is that okay if she
Yeah.
does?
You want to pet his back?
Just right here.
You can pet him if you want. It's okay if you don't want to.
If you don't want to, you don't have to. Okay. You want to give him a quick pet?
He's very soft.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's crazy.
precious.
And this is not where he stays. He stays up at the main house, but comes down to get fed.
They just bring him down in a basket.
Well, it's so cold outside that if they were left outside, it would not be good. Especially this morning when it's like 40 something, 50 degrees. Like that'll kill a sloth.
What are you looking for, man? You looking for the baby so you can boss them around?
And they could actually die with a full stomach because it gets so cold that it kills off the sloth moss, so then they couldn't process the food.
Wow.
So it's like all these multi-layered systems.
Wow. Very interesting.
We don't believe in evolution here, so we definitely say that it's pretty remarkable that you have this sloth moth that, you know, is designed to work with the sloth, and if
Yeah.
not, like neither one of them could exist. So
Yeah,
you wouldn't have
absolutely.
this sloth moth living in their poop, and then the sloth wouldn't be able to digest its food. And we're like, we feel like that's pretty good evidence that it all happened for a reason.
Oh, absolutely.
I agree. We don't believe in evolution.
Yeah. I'm like, I think monkeys are cool, but I don't think we're related.
That's my third cousin over there.
Yeah.
Y'all don't have monkeys?
Not yet. You never know, though. I think the real big on the wish list is river otters. You know, the ones you can swim
Yeah.
with and stuff.
Uh-huh. Yes, ma'am. What do you need? You want to go see some more animals? Okay. Hold on. Can we just sit right here all day? Can mommy sit here all day?
Are you guys doing anything else here?
No, cause it was like 3 hours from now or something. It was like a tour.
Okay.
It was kind of spread out too far.
Gotcha, yeah. So I was going to say, there's also, since you're so close, there's a cool option called Pet, Play, Pack, and Picnic, whatever. And it's under events. So you can bring like her and little friends like that, and they do a thing out in the petting zoo, and then you can eat your lunch, and it's like dirt cheap. But check that out. And then the regular farm tour is good, but little kids like being able just to kind of do their own thing, you know.
I saw this and I was like, yep, getting that.
Thank you. Glad you did.
I told you it was gonna be the best gift you ever got.
Not wrong. It helped that I got to see the little baby.
And you have plenty of time. You have like another 20-something minutes, so I could just ramble on about sloths, or you can enjoy them, whatever you'd like to do.
Just take a little nap together if you want.
Here, let me grab
Can
this.
I take her out? Does it live
100%.
out here? Come on,
Yeah,
we'll
just
go
don't
look.
put any hands through
Yeah,
the
of
cages.
course,
Okay,
yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
We're gonna go look at the baby donkey again.
I know you're getting bored in here, so.
I'm gonna get out this other end and we'll show you while we do that. So this is an armadillo, Yeah. and so they're actually related. So them and anteaters are all Zoothorans, so that ability to curl up on themselves with their spine. And then they still have the same kind of claws, like
You're
how
so nosy.
she is. She's the one, she recognizes my voice. But feel the outside. Oh, it's warm?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's a skin. So that's not really a shell, and you can see the hairs growing out of it. But this could actually stop at 22, and it'll get the size of a soccer ball, and they'll be able to run 30 miles an hour.
That's crazy.
And
I
I'll
can't
see it.
imagine.
I'll see if he'll walk around for us, because it sounds like he's rolling around in high heels when he walks. And it's hilarious. Let's see. Yeah, do you hear him clicking? Oh, if she's doing that, that means she might want some more food.
You got something to eat? You want it? Not what you wanted?
She's like playing with her food.
Yep, she is. You want it? No.
You can just sit on the counter if she doesn't want it, it's fine. So she almost got named Oof because a lot of times she wants to be picked up so bad she'll make sounds. She'll be like, oof, oof, and she will crawl towards me after I put her down, like chasing me.
Oh.
And she does the same with Donna and John. It's pretty
You
hilarious.
like to be held? You little cuddle boy? And so they're like her and the little armadillo are in the same
Yeah.
little room together.
Yep. So they need the same kind of climate, and he came from Brazil also. So he's a 3-banded versus like the ones that we have here. You know, they're the 9-banded ones that everybody's like, oh no, they cause leprosy or whatever. But yeah, they like the same temperature, so they hang out.
That's cool.
And he's very noisy. Flash did not like him in his room. We had him in there, and Flash was not feeling it.
Interesting. So are y'all gonna have to build another room for the baby?
So that's part of the reason for that huge greenhouse maybe concept, because we might even get another sloth also. So that would be 4 here. And then who knows, at some point Dash could maybe breed with Zoe or something, but that's 3 years down the road or something.
You're very relaxed.
And that little 1 claw hold that they do everywhere. So like if she's in her hammock and kind of like leaning out over here, they keep like 1 claw and just kind of lean.
Having a good day? It is funny how big her little belly is.
Oh yeah.
I don't have any food in there. You want it?
Oh, she sees Flash.
How do I need a little treat? I don't have any food in my room.
She's like, look, I can smell it.
Here. Do y'all have to do any maintenance on their little claws?
So the bark, because it's still left on there and the humidity's high, that kind of wears it down. If not, they would have to get trimmed, but you would have to be really, really careful because their digits actually grow through that. So it'd be worse than like a dog. Oh, she's gone.
I'm allowed.
She's like, yo, where's my food? There you go.
Thank you. All that work, I don't want it.
Oh,
Okay.
bump into this thing.
Hello, honey. You changed your mind?
I think Donna's giving the tour out there. Not Donna, but Tatum. Yeah, I wish I had the coloring books done already. I could give it to your daughter so she could color them.
That's okay. We'll get one when they're ready for sure. Feel this?
I'm gonna try to go hand them out at all the pediatric offices and
That's smart.
stuff like
Very,
that.
very smart.
Like you always need something to have kids to do. She's pretty chill though, isn't she?
Mm-hmm. You're a little little bossy though, but it's okay. Same.
She's like, that's not the leaf I wanted. Yeah, sometimes when she wakes up, she's like ravenous. They probably sell the baby kangaroos, but your daughter likes those. So we actually have 10 kangaroos here too, and they're all red kangaroos, but only one of them is an unneutered male, because if you have more than one unneutered male, they will basically fight to the death.
Yeah.
Like
And they're
stupid
all
guys.
babies.
Well,
Or all.
yeah, all the ones in here are babies. Yep, Rosie, Josie, Tom, and Jerry, and then the 2 new ones. We picked Tom and Jerry because we thought it'd be funny with cartoons.
I like it.
But there's another one that he's really, really red, because they normally don't turn that red until they're adults. So the reason they even turn red is they basically have a scent gland that lets them know, hey, like, I'm ready to mate. And so Ruff, like, you'll see on all the backs of the ladies out there, they have just these red streaks on them. You're like, oh no, what's wrong? Like, oh, Ruff was trying to be a dad. So, but it's funny giving the talk to kids, you know?
Yep.
They're like, what's wrong with them? We're like, nothing.
Nothing's wrong. Just normal. And how old is the baby donkey?
Baby donkey was born 3 days ago. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, I just put up a cool video of that. And then there's 2 of the Highland Parks, which is like a blend of a Scottish Highland and a Highland Park, so they're even fuzzier and they're even smaller. They're smaller than like a Great Pyrenees, and one has kind of like orangish nose and ears, and the rest is white, and that one's Annie. And then Dolly is a black nose, black ears.
aw.
And then we have 2 red ones also.
Oh, hello. Good to meet my chin. I could really do this all day.
I do kind of forget like how long sometimes, like if I'm holding her and feeding her and talking, then I'm like, what time is it? And I'm like, oh, I've been doing this an hour.
All day long. I forgot he was on the floor until I heard that noise.
Yeah. And he likes to kind of like get behind stuff and explore, and you're like, where are you going, Baku?
Oh, he's under the
Yeah, he
Okay.
got over there. I thought they had the end blocked, so now it'll be the Find the Baku game.
Are they aggressive at all?
No.
No, I don't.
Like, they're not us, so that's like, a lot of times people ask that, and we're like, well, most of our animals we've been since they were babies, and like we feed them, and we're really nice to them. So pretty much everything here on the farm, our goal is for it to be able to be handled by everybody. The exception would be like the zebra. No zebras have ever been domesticated.
Yeah.
They're cool to look at, but you don't want to really try to pet it or ride it.
Yeah.
I gotta put Dash back. Trying to escape.
Oh, well, come on, bud.
What are you doing,
Escape
bud?
if you must.
You gotta get back in here. You are hilarious. I was saying just the other day, I was like, I think he's about ready for a main cage.
Right now, does he just stay in the basket like all the time?
No. So when he's up at the house, he spends almost the entire day wrapped around Donna's neck.
Oh,
So she's obviously the one answering the phones and the computers and everything, right? So it's good for the animals because they get acclimated with being around people. And she's just holding them, so it works out. And that's the reason Zoe's so chill, because she probably spent the first year hanging around Donna.
hi, honey. Do you want more? This? Just wanted to make sure it was there. Okay.
She probably smells what's in that bowl, but she doesn't need that much. Oh, Baku, you got out.
And then he freezes.
Yeah, he's like, what?
Oh, cool.
But I think it's pretty neat how, like, everything just fits together
Mhm.
perfectly.
Is that his tail right
Mhm.
there?
This is the tail and that's the head.
so cool. Yeah.
It's like the original Transformer.
Mm-hmm.
And so I think the reason we named him Baku is it's like the original Pokemon, the Bakugan, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
So, and John, being funny, says that he's gonna name the other one Shaka Khan. So we're gonna have Bakugan and Shaka Khan. I was like, I don't know if we can do all that. One of the llamas is actually named Llama Del Rey, because I was like, this will be hilarious. I was like,
That is a good name.
yeah.
For sure.
I want to put it on a shirt, but I was like, I don't think we'll get yelled at. I was like, she doesn't care. She's got bigger problems to worry about.
Absolutely. But if you get the attention of Lana Del Rey,
Yeah.
that's pretty big.
Need to make a little.
They have to have the good humor to be famous.
Everybody always tags Kristen Bell whenever they see the Sloth stuff, because I guess she had that crazy freak out. And I watched that.
Loves them.
I watched that video and I was like, wait, they brought the sloth and it like hung out on like a jungle gym, but it was pretty funny.
Cried her eyes out.
Yeah.
Have you seen the video where, what is her husband's name? Well, he surprises her for
Dax.
her birthday. Yes, and for her birthday, he's taking or brought a sloth to her home or something. Yeah. So she's been on Ellen DeGeneres with a sloth, and then at her home with a sloth.
That's the one I saw, was the one at the home.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's one on Ellen where Ellen brings out a sloth too.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay,
same,
okay.
Same reaction.
Yeah. Oh, she freaks out again?
Yeah.
That's
She gets so
hilarious. Cause she's like, she is lost, and I was like, what is this video?
Loves them.
She's like, I don't know if I can go out there. Let me make sure they're okay. Okay.
Yeah, we're looking for the, what's it called, the keeper.
She's showing me a picture. Sloth counter.
Looking for the what?
I can't tell you.
Oh.
I'll get in trouble.
Hi, honey. You want this now?
How did you get to that?
So it's
I did that. On your login?
I'm working on getting all that
I
fixed.
saw that.
Yeah.
Just gonna give them a picture.
No, you can take as many as you want.
Hello.
Is she pulling too much?
Just there you go. Thank you. Hair in a way.
Oh yeah.
Pulling little baby hairs back there.
Yeah, just make sure they're long, slow pets. Because sometimes she'll be like, why are we going so fast?
What'd you hear? You hear something?
It's funny. Flash is like, I'm not moving. She's like, what is it? What is it?
He's just hanging out. Are you nosy? Maybe a little.
She's very nosy.
Have they ever tried to open the doors? These knobs?
No. I mean, I think that they would maybe try to grab onto them, but because the outside, you know, this is slick on their claw and this is, you know, like the leather palm, like a monkey palm,
Mm-hmm.
I don't think that they could really rotate it. If they were handles, they would definitely pull them down.
I follow a guy. He actually passed away, but his whole family's doing continuing like his. It started out like with reptiles, and he had a sloth, and he had like a handle door,
Yeah.
and the sloth got it open
Oh, I never-
when the place was closed, and like went through the whole exhibit, and like was all over the place, all over the reptile enclosures and stuff, because he was able to open it up
Yeah.
from the inside, because it locked from the outside, but from the inside, of course, you could just open it if you were in there.
Yeah. And they're like, so when he comes in and out, you see just like that tiny ledge from the trim.
Mhm.
That's all he needs to climb around. And John didn't even know, like, he didn't even have this set up yet, because they, just for like the first year, John just fed him every day just to get him used to it. And then he was like, oh, I can hang out. And then we put up the stick, and like, we don't carry him in and out of that area. He just climbs in and out.
Wow. Nice.
And Zoe's getting a lot better at climbing since she's been hanging out in her area. And she's actually like really fast. So if you set her down, you kind of have to go this way to get her to follow you and then leave. Because she's like, no, I want to cuddle.
A little spoiled, maybe.
Yeah,
I think you're a little spoiled.
she knows it's about her. So we're gonna get shirts for Marty, and so I was having someone draw that. You think that looks cool?
Yeah, that's cool.
Okay, yeah.
I like that. That's the zebra's name, Marty.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, from like Madagascar.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah. And then Marley is the donkey that just had the baby, but once the zebra's old enough, which will be like another year, hopefully they'll mate together, and then we'll have a zonkey.
That'll be cool.
Yeah, because then the zonkey is like able to be held and like petted and everything else, but zebras, they're too spicy.
I know I've never seen in person, but where people will breed like a zebra and a horse.
Yep.
And then like that, what, a zorse or whatever it's called. It's
Zorse,
like,
yep.
they're like wild and mean. Yeah.
Yeah.
Will the donkey stay black, or will he turn like gray like the mama?
He'll probably gray up a little bit, but he is jet black.
Yeah, I've never seen that before.
I know, like when they sent it to me, because I wasn't here that day, I was like, what is all over? I was like, oh, he's that dark. Which would be pretty cool if he stays that way.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen like, I'm sure there are, but I don't think I've ever seen such a dark little zebra before. It was cool.
And then the two camels that we have here are Abu and Ed. And Ed is huge. He's actually almost 2,000 pounds. So he's probably the biggest, if not one of the biggest camels in North America.
Wow.
So Abu is much more normal size, and he's like 1,250 pounds. So it's, people are like, oh, it's a camel, and you look and see the other one, and you're like, that thing's huge.
Yeah, that's so cool.
And I think it's kind of crazy they used to use them in war and battle, and I was like, if I saw a huge herd of camels running towards me in the desert, I'd be like, peace out.
Yeah. Absolutely.
When it is warmer, we do like walk around outside with the sloths just to let them be outside. But as we're getting busier and busier, I was like, I don't know how much longer we'll be able to do that, because you'll be like, get mobbed.
Mhm. Well, if you, I don't know, maybe like a little baby carrier type thing,
Right.
one of those Moby wraps, and
Right.
wrap them on you. That way, people can't really tell what you have.
All right. That's a good idea.
Put them in a little baby stroller. Or they have like the little dog strollers that
Oh,
have like
yeah.
the net that you zip up, something like that.
That'd be hilarious. So when baby kangaroos are tiny, they go in these pouches just like you see, right? And sometimes, I mean, like when we get them, they're really, really small. And they were coming back from somewhere, John and Donna, and they wanted to eat. And most restaurants, they don't really care because it's a little tiny thing. But Outback wouldn't let them come in. And I was like, Outback? I was like, we're your mascot. It's kangaroos. I was like, so I always shout it out when we're doing lives. I'm like, come on, kangaroos. Come on, Outback. Give us some free food.
Yeah. That's crazy they wouldn't let them in with it.
Yeah.
Just take it in, no one will know.
It would have been hilarious if it was loose kangaroos in Outback. I'm like, you get on the news.
Yeah.
Let's see how we're doing on time. So was it everything that you hoped?
Yes. I really didn't know what, because when we were driving this way, I was like, please tell me we're not going to see your mom. Love his mom. But I'm
Yeah.
like, that's not my birthday surprise. No way. He's like, yeah, we're going to go see my mom and grandpa. I was like, okay. But I was like, had no idea you guys were out here.
Yeah.
Y'all are so close to us. Like, an hour maybe?
Yeah, oh yeah, yeah.
If that. You want it? It's right here. Not the one you wanted.
So what'd you think when you came on property? Did you still not know?
I didn't know it was this. I saw the animals. I said, you brought me to a farm? I was like, am I riding horses? What am I doing? Like, yeah. Had no idea.
We're always like, because sometimes everybody knows, but sometimes, pretty often, maybe 50% of the time, one person doesn't know. So you're like, am I supposed to say anything?
Which I guess he called because he was like, I don't know where to go. We're like driving through the property everywhere. And I was like, well, I'm sure if you got an email, it's going to give you directions like, hey, when you pull in, go here, then go here. And he was like, I didn't see it. I didn't see any of that. I was like, well, call and see. Huh? I don't, okay, hold on. And of course, he had to say on the phone, like, yeah, I'm here for the Sloth encounter. So I knew right then, but I didn't know what we were doing.
Yeah.
I give you 2 for 1.
She gets so relaxed when she's eating. She's like,
So laid back. This one's little. Oh, it's 2. Hold on. Sorry, I tricked you. You hold on to my face.
I think she's got your hair. There you go.
Sorry. It gets everywhere now.
It is like she does try to be careful with her little claws, though.
Very gentle.
No, you're putting a hurting on the last bit of this finish there. Oh, Flash is thinking about it now. You want to come over here and get some? You're doing that weird yoga pose you do. See how he like lets his back kind of like sit down?
Mm-hmm.
I'm always like, are you stretching?
Like the opposite of cat-cow.
Yeah.
What is it? Because he's upside down.
Right.
I don't have any more. I don't have any more. Hold on. I got you, girlfriend. Here you go.
Zoe, you are a muncher.
Is that good? I hear him moving behind me.
I know. I keep looking at it. I really want to hurry him and put him like in a zone area. What does she want to know?
Do they start like where they can climb and hang and stuff like that from like this age?
Oh, yeah.
Or
So like I don't have to hold him when he's on me. He'll just stay there.
and then or so if you would he be able to like hang upside down up there?
He would just try to get to somebody, but he can hold his own weight wherever.
That's cool.
Alrighty. I think we're. Oh yeah, it's 11:30, isn't it? Let me get her stuff here. Yeah.
Your hubby, if he had known there was Sloth Keeper on there, would have gotten you Sloth Keeper.
That's okay.
Yeah. I was
He's
trying-
out there beating himself up over it.
Well, I said that just means they have something to come back for.
Exactly. He said he's definitely gonna book it for you. So.
Oh, Lord.
I was born and raised here, so I was asking him who his grandparents are and stuff.
All right, Zozo, you ready?
Look at little Sneaky up there.
Come here. Come on. Come here. Come on, Zozo. You call up on me? That's backwards. There you go. Come on. Oh. If you want, you can see where she goes to bed.
Yeah, absolutely.
Aww.
Cool.
Flashers, I need you to hang out, buddy.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I was like, are you watching the door, Tatum?
Yeah, he's coming.
Oh yeah. Here, let me grab this door real quick.
Flash likes
Remember
to
what I was
sneak
saying?
in.
He was like, what's going on? He's all about it.
Yeah, Flash likes to sneak in there.
Like he hardly moved at all when we were